What is going on, YouTube and weight loss warriors? It's your boy C-Dub, and I'm back with another video. And today I want to tackle an important question. We all know I'm in maintenance. Is it now time for me to quit doing OMAD? Well, I'm going to answer you right after this. What is happening? My name is C-Dub, and if you're new to the channel, I lost 125 pounds eating just one meal a day. I appreciate you joining me today. I hope you consider subscribing at the end of this video and become a weight loss warrior. And all of my weight loss warriors from all over the planet Earth, I appreciate each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for being a part of my channel. Thank you for helping me grow and spread the good word about intermittent fasting and OMAD and how it can change people's lives. So this is a very interesting topic because a lot of times, more often than not, I get the question like, wow, you did an amazing job with OMAD. Now that you've lost your 125 pounds, now that you're feeling better, now that things are going well for you, when are you going to quit? When are you going to get back to your standard way of eating? And it's an interesting question because I do think there's room to do that. And so it brings some validity to the table. And it makes you think for a second, maybe people are right. Maybe it is something that I should do. Maybe it's time for me to move away from OMAD and move into something that is, I don't know, more mainstream. The problem with that, is that I've had a lot of success with OMAD. So by going off of OMAD, you can be risking your situation because we all know that most people gain their weight back. The statistics say 98%. So if you lose weight one way by switching off of the way that you lost the weight, you're at a great risk of regaining weight. Very few people are able to go back and do something similar to the way that they did before and still keep the weight off. So that is why all diets ultimately fail and why I would never consider intermittent fasting or OMAD a diet. And is there room for somebody to go ahead and leave OMAD? Is there room for somebody to have lost weight and say, you know what, I'm going to move away from it? And the answer to that is, of course there is. But you have to have a strategic plan. And here's the reason why I don't do it. Here's the reason why I'm not going to quit doing OMAD. And the reason is because I got to OMAD, I got to being obese because I ate all of the time. I had no self-control and I loved food. I snacked constantly, I binge ate all the time, and it really gave me a lot of struggles and problems in my life, obviously. And it was so bad that in a lot of ways I didn't even realize that it was bad. For example, let's say my in-laws, which are not overweight people, would be in town. They snack all day long. Love you, Mimi, love you, Grandpa, but they snack all day long. So I would snack right there with them. But if Grandpa had 3 chips, he'd stop. I don't stop at 3 chips. Once I start eating chips, I'm eating chips. And the next thing you know, I've eaten a lot more calories over the same course of time that he would eat because of that situation. OMAD broke me of all of those habits. So you would think, well, if you go to a 16 and 8 now, you're okay. But the other problem is I still push the limits of eating. When I'm eating my OMAD meal, I tend to eat a lot of food. And so by saying, okay, I'm going to go to 2 meals, now I'm eating a lot of food twice a day, which may inherently not gain me all the way back up to 310 or 312 or whatever, but it will put weight back on me and I don't want to get heavier. So it's a situation where I know that my own eating habits are better in the situation of OMAD. Does that mean that you have to do OMAD the rest of your life? And that's a tricky question because I'm obviously doing this video for more than one person, and every single person that's watching it is going to be different. But understand that if you have some of the binge eating problems, some of the overeating problems, some of this lack of self-control when you sit down to eat, then switching out of OMAD isn't probably a good idea. I know there's people out there that have told me they're in the middle of their journey and they want to move more to a warrior diet or a 16 and 8 diet. And for some of you, you're going to be able to do that. I'll give you the example of my father, which lost some weight recently with OMAD after I did. And he got down to his goal weight, and then now he's moved himself into eating more meals, but he's never been overweight. Well, when I said he lost some weight, he lost a total of about 25 pounds. That is not morbidly obese. And this is a guy that never had a bad relationship with food. So he is able to go OMAD 3 days a week and off of OMAD 4, or on OMAD 4 and off of OMAD 3. That's kind of how he works it out. And he's able to have these days in which he eats more often because he's never had a bad relationship. And now he's able to move between different foods, and he's able to get things going, and he's got complete control of his health in a way that I don't think my personality will ever allow me to do. So when you're sitting down in your journey, you have to kind of ask yourself how you got where you were. I have viewers that have only lost a few pounds that have found fasting and they love it, and it's an amazing lifestyle adjustment for them. And once they get to their goal, they can shift themselves around and they're going to be perfectly fine. But I also have subscribers that are like me that just overdo it. It's part of our personality. It's really been my personality in everything that I do. I overdo being a dad. I overdo being a wrestling coach. I put maximum effort into everything, including eating. So it puts me in a situation where I really have to look at myself in the mirror and understand that OMAD is something that got me better and that I don't need to ever get off of. Now, when I say ever, that brings out another question, because people will say, well, what do you know? What if we find out some new information somewhere down the line? Obviously, if I find out that for some reason OMAD did get me to lose weight, but it is for some reason not something that you can sustain long term, some new science comes out, which I really doubt happens, and debunks everything that OMAD brings to the table, and they can show me a better way with the personality that I have to do something, I'm open-minded to it. I also want to stress that there may be a day that I choose to eat 16 and 8 because of a wedding or because of something else going on, or maybe 2 social events, so I want to eat twice. And maybe I will have a day off of OMAD. I have not done so this entire 20-month journey. With that said, I know that the rest of my life is a very long time. So there may be a day or 2 that OMAD isn't in the cards. But for the most part, I'm going to eat OMAD 99.9% of the time, if not 100, the rest of my life. So I hope that this video allows you to think about your journey and where you're at and what kind of personality you have, so that when you end it, you can do the appropriate things to make sure that the weight stays off and you become part of that 2%. I want my weight loss warriors, I want the subscribers to this channel not only to lose weight, but I want us to keep it off and live a healthier life. And in order to do that, we have to face the facts of who we are and what we need to do as individuals within our journey. And I think that that's a hard thing to do, but I think that if you start asking these questions and you allow yourself to think, you'll come up with where you're at and what you need to do. All right, that's all I got for you today. If you're new to the channel, I'd like for you to think about clicking on my face right there. It'll subscribe to the channel, and it'll mean a lot. It'll help me grow this channel, and it'll help me spread the good word. And that's important because subscribing to my channel is 100% free, but the good word that I'm spreading is priceless, and people need this information. So I'd appreciate it if you clicked on it. And then watch a couple more of my videos. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.